Big Boys Neighborhood, we are after the show, ladies and gentlemen, Monday, August 28th. Welcome to After the Show. And when I did that, I looked over at the camera with Daniel. Welcome to After the Show. All righty now, who going first, man?
I want to go first.
Go for it, Louis. All righty,
well,
go ahead,
all
ladies
of us
first.
Witnessed history yesterday.
Yeah.
The McGregor Mayweather fight. 2 days ago, obviously Saturday night.
Like,
I remember running into your drunk ass in the airport, so you probably really don't know what day it is. Hey, dude, when he said yesterday, we all looked like,
yeah, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
So $30 million, that was his fight purse. Probably going to triple up because of the pay-per-view buys. He's going to come out probably $100 million. Like, dude, this guy's a cash cow. Like, he is the richest UFC fighter now. Like, and Dana White said this a long time ago, too. He said he's going to be the highest paid UFC fighter ever. And now what's next for him? Is he going to fight Nate Diaz again? What is it? What does he go back to the UFC?
Could be. I saw Diaz at the fight.
Yeah, he was there with Mayweather. I saw a picture of them too.
When I saw him, he was just with his partners, though.
Oh, really?
He looked like he won a street fight.
Yes, man.
Every time I see that dude, he reminds me of like homies of mine. Like he just won a street fight, and he's good at what he does. But let me tell you this. I would love to see Diaz McGregor 3.
Yeah, I would
love to see
that. Would be dope.
It's a rubber match. They 1-1. You know what I'm saying? But now I think that McGregor, for one, I thought he looked horrible with some of the boxing.
Oh my God.
You know, not just getting tired, but just the punt. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to see him and Paulie Malignaggi. Is it a $100 million fight? No. But it's another boxing match that can get him more paid than a lot of the UFC shit. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, dog.
Yeah. That one, and he can call out a lot of boxers now.
Here was my
Not too much, but he probably can get away with another 2.
Okay, now did this fight, is this fight putting, okay, so there's 2 companies. We're talking about boxing and UFC, and I was just thinking about this. And you see that UFC is making a dent in, obviously, the sporting events. And for them to create this fight, boxing kind of brought UFC to that pedestal now. Now it's on, you know what I mean? It was exposed to so many different viewers now, and UFC is going to gain so many fans now.
But the same way, like a lot of boxing people were kind of upset with this.
Yeah.
But it did start to get to every level of media.
Yes.
The media that was there in Vegas with us, I think it was like 400 or 500 different outlets.
I've never seen that much media.
Yeah, man. So, but it also brought a lot of shine to boxing because there's not a lot of greatness in boxing. You know what I'm saying? You got to think when it came to there's names you look out for: Canelo, Triple G. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather. And there's now I'm a boxing fan, so I can go on and on. But there's some people that if you just sit down and say who's that, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I think it also put another hit in another shot in the ass with boxing too. You know, a lot of people felt that it was a circus and a mockery though.
I
loved it. I enjoyed it.
I guess the box. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I thought it was fun. I thought it was exciting. I went to a place where I didn't really know anyone because it was all of like Matt's like friends or whatever. But it was really funny to see like when the streaming went down and us trying to figure out where else we can go, and the guy who the house was at had to rebuy it again, and everyone's like, "Come on, we got to like."
Rebuy
people
it
were
again,
so
okay, Natalia.
No, I swear he bought it. Apparently, he bought it on the
Yeah.
UFC app, and then that shit got
froze,
like
right?
it froze
Or
or
something
something. So he had to go and buy it on Showtime.
Oh,
so,
wow.
But like it was cool to see people like, man, we gotta see it. Come on, like the urgency. So people had fun and they're screaming at the TV, jumping up and down.
There's so many people who said they're not going to watch the fight, but everybody saw this.
Yes.
Yes, man.
And I'm telling you, man, it was thousands of empty seats in there.
You could see it on the TV. I could see it.
No, really?
But there was one camera angle
I could see
that they
it.
couldn't even show.
It was
It seemed like they got to a point where they were
man.
like, okay, these tickets aren't selling here, so don't sell any more tickets here.
Wow.
I'm talking about.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about thousands of seats.
Sections.
They should've-
Yes.
Wow.
Like it was one whole quarter section that was completely empty.
No.
Why not
Couple
just
people
go
probably-
and
drop the
sell those?
You can see like a
Yeah.
couple people that probably walked over there, but it was
Why
bad.
not just
Or
drop
like-
the prices? Jeez.
Yeah, man. They should have. They started to comp out a lot. Like my ticket, if I showed you my ticket,
Yeah.
The
my
face value?
ticket said 7,500. That was the highest I've sat up at a fight in my life.
Wow.
I was in like off
Damn.
the floor, and those tickets, I was off the floor in row K, and those tickets were $7,500.
Damn.
Man. Face
That's
value
crazy.
on the ticket. And
Oh, my God.
you know, so they try to sell those tickets to people, and people just weren't buying them, man.
Nah,
Too expensive.
Like I wouldn't have paid 15 racks for
expensive.
a fight?
Ain't got that.
not at
Are
all.
you crazy as hell?
I felt like all of Ireland was in Vegas this weekend too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man.
I loved like seeing their passion and how much like
it's
backing up they
amazing.
had.
And
McGregor's
Trump make
back.
sure they get out of here. You know what
Let
I'm saying?
him
Come
go
on.
back. They were just like going around saying F Mayweather, F Mayweather, and they were like chanting these things. I was like, oh my god! Like then they were rocking their flags everywhere.
Yeah,
There's so many flags everywhere.
Oh my gosh,
I
man.
was like, go ahead. I love that.
No, alrighty.
I love when McGregor gave his interview and like so many people were like, wait, we want to hear what he's gonna say, and it was like, well, it's wobbly.
Yeah. Hey, dude, didn't his speech afterwards? Not speech like he got beat up, but just
it was
changed.
that accent was hell of a. Well, you know,
to represent
it was a fatigue. But I was like sitting there like, okay, when I get to the crib, I'll see the subtitle on this one.
I feel like McGregor and Mayweather actually could be really good friends.
Yeah,
because they're very similar.
And now that it's
they're money
over,
driven.
and then
Yeah.
you know,
Give each other props at the
I
end.
love
I
at the
loved
end when
it.
everybody, but. Wait a little bit before y'all start shaking hands.
Like, all of a sudden-
Don't come from Fook the Mayweathers.
Yes.
So like, you know what I'm saying? To all this hugging, and I understand that it's competitive and you guys start to love each other.
Yeah.
But give, and not disrespect, but give me a little bit of like, like, damn.
That's true, dog.
Yeah, don't make it sound like you about to go tiptoe through the tulips. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I was gonna say there was a sign outside the T-Mobile Arena because they got a big LED thing on their at the arena, and obviously it's Mayweather McGregor, but then the promo for Canelo and Triple G sold out.
Oh yeah, sold out,
yes,
bro.
They are sold out.
But let me tell you, with this fight, man, it eclipsed that Miguel Cotto fight.
Of course it did.
Miguel Cotto fought Saturday night too, and it seemed like people, it wasn't on people's radar.
Yeah,
like I recorded, I got to peep it out. I was in Vegas checking out the circus over here, you know. So, all right, Dave, we on you.
Okay, so I made this guy really, really, really mad. Well, me and my cousin.
This is what I wanted to hear.
Made this guy really, really mad. So we were at the club and we were having a really bad time because getting in the club was just crazy. It was just chaos. It was just really bad. People were pushing and we were just really irritated. And we went to the back. I was supposed to be getting a table from one of the promoters and that didn't go through. So I was just super irritated because just all my friends and my cousins were just like, had like this face of just being irritated. And these guys were like, hey, like, do you want to come to our table? And honestly, like, I just wanted them to have a good time. So I was like, yeah, let's go. So we go, we're hanging out with them. And they were cool at first. And then towards the end, I wasn't drinking anymore. I was sober that night because I was taking care of my cousins. This one guy's like, yo, like, what are you guys doing after? I was like, honestly, we're just going to go back. Like after, it was already like 7, almost 8 in the morning. There was no after. Like, what do you mean? I was like, we're just going to go back to our room. He's like, oh, you guys should come back to our room. I was like, oh, no, I don't think so.
Wait, it was 7, 8 in the morning after a club?
Yeah, it was the after party.
Okay, go ahead now.
So it's the only place that's open. It's called Dre's After Hours.
Oh, yeah, hello.
So he's like, what? Well, why not? I was like, no. I was like, honestly, like, I don't think the rest of the crew is going to want to go. Like, I don't think so. He asked me again, like 15 minutes later, you guys should come to the room. And I said, no, like, we're not going back to your room. He's like, we're staying at Caesar's Palace. I was like, that's cool. I have a room too. I was like, and what are we going to do at your room that we're not doing here already? I was like, I'm enjoying my time. And he looks at me. He looks at me like this and he goes, and then he stopped talking to me. He moved away from where he was sitting next to me. And he's like, oh, you guys are lame. You guys are whack.
Damn.
Because we didn't want to go back
What a jerk.
to the hotel with him. And I was really bothered. I was like, yo, like,
you know?
Who cares?
Like,
you don't have to be a
Let me
jerk.
ask you this. Were
is
y'all
side-
kicking it with him?
we were the only one that had,
Just to answer me this. Were y'all kicking it with them?
yes,
Was it at their table?
yes.
Were y'all drinking were y'all drinking, just
The only
drinking
one,
with them?
the only one that drank with them, and she only had one drink, was my cousin. That's it.
So she represents the crew too. Not that it's making it right, but you thinking rational for the irrational. This idiot felt like he wasted his time and that y'all owed them something.
Oh, no,
and it could have been somebody else, like, oh man, we wait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
No,
F
I,
them though.
and I totally
Not
get that, but
literally,
like, we've been invited to tables a lot. As guys, it's like if you invite girls to your table, that's not an automatic, oh, they're gonna go home with you that
No,
night.
not at all. But
Like-
but a lot of cats think that.
It
Yeah.
does.
You know what I'm saying?
I noticed
and take
that.
it from a person. I don't drink. I don't do tables and all that stuff. But I know. Come on, that's what. If a cat is really sitting, and then it's in Vegas where this expectation of this fantasy land of hookups, and we took girls back, because that's all you hear. So yeah, he was a piece of garbage.
Yeah, like,
I think he was even more
ahead.
irritated with me because he was telling me how they're Dominican or whatever, right? And I told him, I was like, oh my God, like, your women are so beautiful. Because I know some really, really gorgeous Dominican women. And that was just like what came to my mind when he told me that he was Dominican. He's like, yeah, and the men. And I said, the women. Because he was trying to get a compliment. He wanted me to tell him that he was good looking. And he wasn't good looking to me. So I was going to make that statement.
Even if he was the finest thing on earth, you wouldn't have said it at that time.
So he wasn't good looking, but he got you to his table.
No,
but
he wasn't good looking, and then went to go hang at the table.
Oh, okay.
His looks had nothing to do with it. Like he approached me in a very nice way. He was super cool.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he wasn't like trying to hit on me at first or anything like that. That's what made me go there in the first place.
It's crazy how guys show up and you see a bunch of people just roll up by themselves, and all of a sudden security goes, "Do you need girls?" Like there is a group of girls that just are bottle rat, like pretty much bottle rats. Like
bottle
hey, yo,
rats.
you and your
Is that
girl.
what they're called?
Yes, that's what we call them.
I love
bottle
it.
rats.
Yes, bro.
Damn, and they say, "Do you need girls?"
Do you need girls? And they'll literally go grab a group of girls. Hey, do you guys want to go hang out with some guys at a table? Okay, boom, and they always come, and they'll recycle them from table to table.
If the girls are bottle rats, what are the guys?
Trying to get
Make
laid.
up something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't
Feel
know.
free that they gotta do something. You know what?
They're
John's
the ones buying
idiots.
them. Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
So you
cash
got
register
Sponsors.
sponsors.
That's what we call them,
you know?
sponsors.
Go ahead now.
Sponsoring
Good
some
Lord,
chicks.
man, what's ahead of me
Hey,
with
man.
my daughter? Like what's in the future?
All I
She's
know,
gonna be fine.
if I ever get married, there's no way my girl's having a bachelorette party in Vegas.
Oh yeah, you
Oh
said
my
that, man.
God.
Why
Yo,
can't you do a
man.
joint one in Vegas?
Not even that.
Okay.
I would never
Dude,
want to have
I
a
met the
bachelorette party
most
in Vegas.
ratchetest bachelorette party. Like they started off super nice. Hey, what's up? Oh, we're like, we're just chilling. Oh, you see other guys buying them all drinks, buying them champagne bottles, and then all of a sudden, it must have been like 45 minutes. One girl's on top of the other guy giving him a lap dance. The
Oh my
bachelorette's on
God.
some other guy giving like
my
lap dance.
God.
Not really kissing, but like face like on his like it was
Like
crazy.
too much.
Too much.
Like if there was a
dog.
camera there and your
Yes.
soon to be husband could see it, how would you have felt about
Yes,
that?
and I was tripping. Like there were so many girls there that like, come on, dog. One of them must have gotten some kind of Snapchat or Instagram where like one of them was gonna get in trouble. But
Right.
there's no way it was just 8 single chicks.
You
going
remixing
out.
the story too. I love it.
So, but
He remixing it for radio and for video.
yeah, so
Yeah, because I know the story.
oh, and yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot
he's
of
not
bachelorette
he's
parties.
not having a hangover in the airport and
Right.
got a loose lip right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there,
I have videos of you
I'll
in
leave it
Vegas.
right there.
Yes.
Anything else before we close up?
Yeah, I'm just going to tell a really quick story. I felt really bad about this, and I wanted to just put it out there in the universe that I do
Well, I don't
feel-
want to hear this if it's
No.
gonna make me feel
No,
bad.
it's not gonna make you feel
You'd have
bad.
run over a 3-legged dog, did
No,
you?
no,
Okay,
not at
just
all.
checking. My dog Ralph had three. He was a 3-legged dog. Yeah.
No. So yesterday I had to work at the VMAs. I was at their carpet before the event. And, you know, it was kind of like a little bit of a long day. I didn't really get a chance to eat. So when I got home, I was like, I'm ordering food. I am excited. I already know what I'm going to get. I put in the order. I do one of the services where they go to the restaurant and get it for you. But just because it like makes it easier. The tips all included. They come, boom, drop it off, right? And so the guy calls me and he's like, "Oh, I'm out front." I go out front. "No, you're not here. I'm right outside." "No, I'm here." I said, "No, I'm outside. I don't know where you're at." And he says, "Blah blah blah address." And I said, "Oh no." I was like, "I think you're like 3 buildings down. I don't know how that happened. I'm 3 buildings up. I'm so and so address." "Oh, well, you're going to have to go and call customer service, and then they're going to have to change the address in the app, and then I can come by." And I'm like, "Bro, you're like 3 buildings down. Why can't, like literally, I'm sure if you came up just a little bit, you'd see me out front." And I started getting so upset. And he was like, "I'm sorry, you're just going to have to call the service." And I was like, "I guess I will, won't I? I'm going to have to call them because I don't understand."
And then in the background, do you?
Yeah. And he was like, "I'm sorry." And I was like, "No, you're not. You're not. I don't understand." And I got so mad. And then
And your food was still in the car?
the food,
okay.
he had my food, and then I hung up on him, and then I got in customer service, and he called back, I don't know, maybe like 10 minutes later, and he said, "Did you contact them?" I said, "Yeah, they still have me on hold. I don't know what's happening. I'm really sorry. I'm just hungry. Can you please come bring me my food?"
Did he bring it?
He did.
Oh, okay.
But I
Go
felt
ahead.
so bad. I felt so embarrassed.
Yeah, all kind of spitting
yelling
your
at
food.
him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this?
I
is
know,
this? You
but
gotta love it.
I felt bad.
All righty,
I
there
was
it is.
hungry.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
thank you.
You're
Thank you, Doc.
hangry.
Our boss, Doc,
This
just
guy.
came in.
Hey, Doc.
This dude been in radio. He come in,
Every time.
sits in a chair, and knock all the lights off.
He comes
We
in
know that you started off on slow jam shows where you had the lights off and it was dark.
the natural.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
show balls.
Hey, man, I was talking with some cats yesterday, and they was like, man, how is it to work with Doc? I was like, man, Doc is dope as
Hell
F.
yeah.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dope
is.
as F, man. So, and I had a great conversation about you, just telling somebody else. So, if he called you for a job, I apologize in advance. I didn't tell him to, but he had that look in his eyes like, wow.
I'm gonna.
I want to work for that guy. No.
Crazy.
But I tell you, all right, thank you for hanging out with us, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for hanging out with us after the show. Remember, you can grab everything at radiobigboy.com. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you, Ide, Natalia,
babe.
Louis
Thank
G.
you.
We are
man.
Big Boy's Neighborhood.